I think also if the public tended to understand that we get in Texas what we pay for in terms of state services, we wouldn't get exercised as we do sometimes about Texas being 46th or 41st or 49th on this or that chart. We are oftentimes in that lowest 10th. But that is a reflection of, I think, what the people of the state consistently say to those they send to Austin that they want in terms of government expenditures and the taxes to fund those government expenditures. And people need to remember that. I think that will be an increasingly important issue. It'll be a big issue in 2003, I think, as we face what could be a budget deficit of some size and the prospect of some needs in some, for example, some social service areas. There's sort of that compartmentalizing on the part, I think, maybe of the public, and people have not yet, I think, fully come to grips with sort of those two dynamics. That I like my taxes where they are. I don't like Texas sometimes getting a black eye for not taking care of its poor or its hungry. But I mean, those two are inextricably linked, and unless we are willing to make some changes in how we're going to fund Texas government and the level at which we'll fund it, then we're going to continue to have some of those low numbers, I think, there. That might be a second area in which people ought to consider.
Do you think education is possibly the issue that maybe breaks that second area out a little bit?
I think it does, although I think when people contemplate public education and the expenditures for that, I think most people think of that as a local issue and local expenditures. I mean, their feeling is that's what I pay my property taxes for, is to fund schools. I think there's a terrible lack of understanding, and this is not just on the people. This is by about 99% of the people in this town. There's a terrible lack of understanding about how we pay for education in Texas, and the incredible challenges that we face in creating a new system for school finance, yet satisfying some of the legal obligations of equity, fair and efficient system of education. I forget our exact phrasing of our Constitution. That educational debate over the next few years might give rise to sort of a higher level debate of some of the fundamentals of Texas government. We might just find ways to sort of fix the problem in the short term and go on, as we've often done.